Hi, everybody. Happy December. I can't believe we're already in December. And can I share a funny personal story with you guys? I feel like every time I go live for Coffee with Coach, I look like I'm 350 years old. I don't know what it is. I've been up since 5:35, like every day, but I look like I just woke up. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Hi, guys. Well, welcome, welcome. As you come in, please say hello so I can say hi to you. Um, as you can hear, believe it or not, I still have a little tickle in my throat. Nothing compared to last month. I do not expect, knock on wood, that I'll get up and have a coughing fit, but one never knows. So if you have a question for the angel cards, guys, please say hi as you come in so I can say hi to you. Um, I'm shuffling the cards. And if you guys have specific questions you want me to ask the cards, because I believe in that stuff. I know. Can you stand it? Me miss numbers and hardcore like data. I believe in angel cards. What can I say? It all fits together. Hi, Kate. Good morning. Well, I guess good morning for us, right? Okay, here I go. Let's see what falls out, guys. Ooh, I don't think we've had this one before. Let's see. I try to be all fancy for you guys today. Do you like my shirt? I love this shirt. I thought it was so cute. Okay, let's see here. It says, let me see if you guys can see it. Can you see it? Oh, come on. Focus for me, baby. Come on. It's not good. It's focusing on my face. It says release and surrender. Do you know what I'm talking about there? You guys, do I look dark to you? I feel like I look dark. I'm still playing with the lights. I'm going to make this perfect one day. I am. Probably not in December after the craziest year ever. Okay. So we shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, your arms, and your heart to our love and assistance. All right. Release and surrender. You guys know, I don't know if you guys, know that coffee with coach, 3 people tell you you're drunk, lie down. That's my version of surrender. Um, I think it's so important that we understand sometimes we get things so many different ways, so many different times, right? Frequently enough that it's time to go, okay, I surrender. Right. And I don't necessarily always call it that. I'll say something funny like 3 people tell you you're drunk, lie down. But the idea is when you get these messages, it's time to surrender. All right. Hey, good morning, Megan. I don't look too dark and my hair looks darker. Well, I did, my usual thing with my hair, but I'm glad it looks dark. I know I go for the Snow White look every once in a while. Anyway, so please forgive the little tickle in my throat, but like I said, it's so much better. So, welcome to the final Coffee with Coach of 2022. I can't believe I'm saying that. This has been such an extraordinary year. Um, I was sharing with the Game On Girlfriend members. We go live there the first Wednesday of every month. So Coffee with Coach is the first Monday of every month. The Game On Girlfriend membership, we go live with a workshop where I coach people live and I actually teach something every single month. And I sent out the email to them on December 1st, right? Announcing when the workshop would be and all the things that we were going to be discussing this month. And I started the email with something that sort of surprised me. And yeah, I mean, it's not like you guys who do Coffee with Coach with me don't know. I mean, this is the first Coffee with Coach in months where I'm not showing up in tears or sick, right? Like, what the hell? And I just said, as I opened up the email, like, welcome to December. This is your membership email. I'm kind of letting you guys in the kimono a little bit here. But what I said was, while this has been the most extraordinary year for Team Sarah and the business and all of the human beings we've been able to coach, all the extra money that's been made by our clients and students. It's just so exciting. And it was the most challenging year for me personally. I think I've had a challenging life at moments, but I think maybe ever. Starting with January 21st when my daughter was diagnosed. It actually kind of started with Christmas last year. Both of my children got COVID, and my daughter got COVID with undiagnosed diabetes, and she was in so much pain. And we couldn't figure out why the two of them experienced the illness so differently. We know now why, but it sort of started with that. Right. And it just kept on going. And there was a moment even to last week when I got a call from the school and I was like, are you kidding me? Um, it's just been one of those years where I talk about we all are human, right? And we go through the humanity. I've coached myself live with you guys. I've been completely honest about all of this. And it's sort of empowering maybe is the best word to sit at this moment of 2022 and look back. And so I'm actually going to do this with you guys. I would love for you to grab your journal. This is going to be one of those coffees with coach. I always wonder if I say that right, but yes, I'm one coach and there's many coffees. So it's coffees with coach. I'd love for you to grab your journal and I'm going to ask you a question. You ready? Hold on. I'm going to make sure there's no. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Ahem, ahem. What were your biggest wins in 2022? Go ahead and write that out right now. If you want to share in the chat, please feel free to do that. If you want to keep it to yourself, that's totally fine. But what were your biggest wins of 2022? What are you most proud of? What surprised you? What brought you joy? What was, something that sort of you'd worked really for a long time to get it and it actually came, right? Like we sort of had that here, Team Sarah, right? Like what are the goals you've hit and you actually achieved them this year? So this is a good time to just sort of reflect on that a little bit and let's see what happens. So just take a second to write those down. Awesome. Hi guys. Oh, I'm so happy I can talk. That's a weird thing for a coach to say, but I am. All right. Next up, what were your biggest lessons of 2022? And yes, we are going to turn this into productivity for December, but let's start by taking a look back first. I love to do this at the end of November, the beginning of December. This is such a powerful time to do this. You need to know what your lessons were from this year. What lessons did you learn? What things do you want to make sure you do not repeat in 2023? What are you grateful that you learned this year? It's like, whoa, I did not know. I'm totally making this up. Right? I did not know that hiring employees was going to be so challenging, or I didn't know it could be such a joy to have such a productive, powerful team. Um, it could also be something like, I learned that I need better boundaries, right? Maybe you need more boundaries between work and personal life. Maybe you need to tidy up. Maybe it's time to get rid of some clutter. Did you learn that maybe you need a new circle of friends? There's so much that can be learned in a year. What were your biggest lessons from 2022 this year? Like, yeah, just take a second. I can talk. That doesn't mean I always make sense. Yeah, that would be great. Kate says her biggest win, oh my gosh, was a live event in August where you earned almost 500 pounds in 3 days. That is fantastic. Best show ever, she says. Awesome, Kate. Way to go. And the biggest lesson is to accept help when it's offered. Oh my gosh, that's a big one, Kate. Even if I think I can do it myself, that's really great. That's actually a really big one. Think there are a lot of people who don't know how to ask for help. I think that's right. Or how to accept it even. So maybe sometimes you're good at asking, but then it actually comes in and you're like, no, but I didn't want it that way. I think that's actually really interesting. Megan says she learned that she doesn't have to burn out like a dying star in order to succeed. Yes, please. Oh, I love that one. So we have some good lessons here about not burning out and accepting help when it's offered. It's interesting. Those probably go hand in hand, actually. Yeah, I think they do. So interesting. Okay. So now what I want you to do is I want you to look at those. Let's let those settle in. And what I'd like you to do right now in this month, I don't know about you guys. I have the hardest time focusing in December. I love Christmas. I'm a Christmas nut. A lot of my friends are Jewish, so there's lots of fun Jewish dinners and Hanukkah dinners and celebratory dinners like that. My father's birthday is Christmas Eve. My mother's birthday is December 26th. It's kind of a big week. But it's one of these times I just love to celebrate and be with the family. I love decorating and I love organizing and spending time on the home. And so in December, personally, I have a really hard time focusing. There's so much I want to do, there's so much I want to see. And so every year, I really take time to plan out December, right? Like, how can we make December a little bit more free? How can I have a little bit more fun in December? How can I have a little bit less scheduled time so I have time to do silly things like wrap presents? And they're not silly, but you know what I mean? Like superfluous things like wrap presents or make a special meal or a dessert or something like that. So I like to look at the wins and the lessons and sort of start to incorporate that now in December, right? When we're kind of like using this time to wrap things up, look at the bigger picture of things, now's the time to actually start to practice what you've learned already. For those of you that launch courses or engagements or packages, this is a great time for you to start to offer that to people. I know everybody's like, but Black Friday, no, 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 no. Now is actually a great time because people have sort of simmered for a hot second, right? And they're starting to breathe a little bit. But at this time of year, people are looking to expand, right? It's a time to sort of like we're doing right now, we're reflecting, but we're also looking at where can we expand? How can we take these lessons in and start to share them already? Yeah. How can we start to incorporate them into our daily? If you have a team, how can you start to incorporate it into the team? Oh, sorry. How can you share that? And so this is also a time for you to offer that out to people. So for those of you running your businesses or starting to wrap up or looking at tax deductions in the United States, all of these things, this is the time to look at those lessons, look at those wins and use them now. Don't wait and go, yeah, yeah, yeah. When the year starts, I'll start doing stuff like that. You guys, there's 26 days left in this year. I want you to use them. All right. So think now, just sort of brainstorm how can I incorporate these wins? Right. So, Kate, you could actually reach out for help from someone and let yourself accept it. Doesn't matter if that's personal or professional. Right. Megan, you can schedule in right now some time off. Like, how can I get a little bit of downtime so that I can be productive but not burn out? Okay. Megan said the biggest win is that there's so many. Your first international project is gorgeous, by the way. Congratulations. Really beautiful. Real momentum and stability in the business and acceptance in your personal life. Love it. Love it. It also helps as the children get older. Yeah. Am I crazy? Yeah. I think that helps. At least I found that. Okay. Now, the other thing we want to do to make December productive, all right, because 26 days left, but I don't want you to be insane. So here's what I want you to do right now. I'm going to do something that's very unusual for a coach, especially somebody who talks about productivity. I want you to pick 2 projects right now that you have not completed either this year, it might even be extended into last year. You know, those projects. I have a girlfriend. We were talking about this in the Abundance Academy last week, but I have a girlfriend who actually every year was like, I'm going to learn French. No. Right. And I was like, you got to declare that project complete. Like, stop. You're just making yourself feel bad. Like every year, it's like, oh, I'm such a jackwagon. I didn't do it again. Like, no, we're not doing that this year. So I want you to pick 2 projects right now. And I want you to declare them complete. You know what they are. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay? So for me, actually, it's interesting. I had one of the many vendors I use, like the software vendors that I use, has been after me to be an affiliate for a really long time. And in the back of my head, I'm always like, oh, I should say yes. Oh, I should say yes. Oh, I should say yes. I don't want to say yes, not because it's not wonderful. It is. I don't have the bandwidth right now. Right? We are redesigning the website. I'm so excited for you guys to see, by the way. Stay tuned. Right? So we're redesigning the website. The project that is so ginormous, right? We're really looking at our YouTube channel as always, right? We love you guys. We're always trying to make better content, make things work even better. The podcast, same thing. And I'll be launching the Sales Academy. The Sales Mastermind will only go live one time next year. That's it, right? And then we're also opening up the Abundance Academy. So it's no longer invite only, but that will take several months next year. That's a lot of work. And that's on top of the sprints. That's on top of the Sales Mastermind cohort that's currently running. And it's on top of the membership and my clients, right? Hello. I don't have a massive interest in being an affiliate here. And so I've declared that complete. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's like, as I know what that would take, that's extra emails, it's extra landing pages. And I just don't have, that's not on my schedule. That's on their schedule. It's not on mine. And so I'm going to declare that complete and actually officially say no. Maybe next year, but no, not for 2023. Do you see what I'm saying? So think now about 2 projects. If you want to share them, please do. If you want to keep that private, that's totally fine. But I want you to think about what you can declare complete right now. And boom, you're immediately going to have extra time. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Megan says so much freedom. Writing. Writing and our social batching is gone. I love it. Love it. Yeah, don't you? I know. I know. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Just drop it like it's hot, mama. You're welcome. Jamie. Hi, Jamie. I'm so happy you're here. Welcome, welcome. It's been a long time, woman. By the way, your social media is awesome, Jamie. I just love it. Um, all right, so now we have some extra time. Yeah, are we ready? I'll give you guys one more minute on that and just make sure everything's okay. Yeah, make sure you really got something that you just need to drop. It's amazing the freedom, right? I love what Megan said. There's so much freedom in all caps because that's truly how it feels. You guys, we got to stop the hanging on of things. And I'll tell you a secret as you're thinking about your projects. Incomplete projects, this is so funny. Do you know we keep them around to make ourselves feel bad? I know. I know that sounds crazy, right? But we do because we all have stories about ourselves, right? Don't we? I mean, don't we all have stories about ourselves? I suck at this. I'm never going to make it. I'm not one of the big ones. Success is for other people. You know, that's one of my favorites. So many people say that to me all the time. Yeah, 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 but that's for other people. I have a one on one client right now who I love and adore. And she's been working on her business for 15 years. And you guys know that who else can relate to this one, by the way? Somebody else started 3 years ago and she has more followers, right? But totally out of integrity. It's a long story. But you know that feeling? I must suck. And she has about 3 projects she knows will make her a boatload of money she's not doing, right? Do you know that? Well, she's doing them now because she hired me. But do you know what I'm saying? We keep incomplete projects around to keep stories in place. I've done it too. I do it usually. You guys know I love my house projects. Love me some house projects, love me some tidying, that kind of stuff. Anytime I find in my life I'm not doing that, like I'm not actively staying on top of that stuff because I just don't like clutter. I don't like having it around. And right now, honestly, I shared this with you guys last coffee with coach. My office is so much more messy and cluttered than it normally is because I've been so sick, right? So I can't wait. That's actually on my list today because I don't want the incomplete project sitting around my office, right? Sitting all the stuff telling me, see, you never finish what you start. You're not really going to do this. How could you run a successful business when your office looks like this? All the things that our stuff tells us, it's important to know that. And so as you're choosing the projects you're going to drop, keep that in mind. It's really important for you to know what stories your stuff, your projects are telling you because they're telling you something. Everything around you is telling you something. Yeah? Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Hi, Michelle. Love you, boo. Hey, Kate. So once your house is in order, I can relax and enjoy the Christmas prep. That's another one I want you to watch for, Kate. Do that too. When this has happened, then I can enjoy. Start enjoying now. Okay. There's a really great philosophy out there. Oh, crap. I can't remember who said it. Oh, probably everyone. But I want to say Lewis Howes, actually, the the creator and host of the School of Greatness podcast. And that is that, like, if you're seeing a mountain of dishes and it's like, I can't get those done, do one. If you're seeing a mountain of emails you need to write and you're like, I can't get to those, write one. If you need to get back to customer service, like you have customers that are buying from you or want to work with you, and you're like, oh my God, there's too many, answer one and then answer the next, right? Just do one thing at a time. If you want to finally enjoy the holidays, go make yourself a cup of hot chocolate or whatever the holidays mean to you. Gingerbread lattes over here. Thank you very much. Right? You do that thing. Go get that. Have that. Enjoy that now while you're tidying up the house. Okay? There is no reason to postpone joy and happiness. And instead of focusing, right? This is why we're getting rid of projects you need to drop. So instead of focusing on what you can't get done, I want you to focus on what you can get done. And so that's going to be step 2 here, right? So everybody's dropped a project, I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Just making sure. All right. So now that everybody's dropped a project, before you dive back into work, I know it's super tempting, right? And we have some people working on daily videos in December. I know. But before you dive back into the work projects, I want you to think about one thing for me right now. What do you miss every December? Like something happened for me. I haven't been to the Nutcracker in a while. And I know that sounds crazy. It was a childhood joy for me. Right. So we're trying to work that in this year. I like refuse to not go, even if it's like the little local school play. I don't care. Right. There's got to be some version of the Nutcracker that we're able to go see as a family. So I'm actively working on that because I don't want it to be December 31st. And I'm like, you son of a gun, you motherless goat, like you did it again. Right. No, I want you to pick one thing that makes you super happy. Is it going to go see a play? Is it making popcorn with your family? Is it going on long walks? Have you always wanted to, like last year, we did that Van Gogh exhibit. Holy cannoli, was that amazing! So happy we did that because it was some form of art. I wanted to make sure we had some form of art last year. We did that. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. I still remember that. It can make me cry, right? You want to give yourself a gift like that. So let's make sure that's in right now. Pick your one thing, go ahead and write it down. And this can be personal or business, but I'm going to urge you a little bit more towards personal because if you follow me or you work with me, we're business all the time. Yeah, I know. I know. It's okay. I know I took my first week off in 10 years and I got COVID and bronchitis. You see, we need to take more time off. I'm going to start walking my talk on that one, you guys. So Kate says, all right, that's why we're focusing on the lounge first. Sorry, ooh, my cursor's in the way. As in our family room and the rest of the house isn't as important. I love it. I love it. Pick the one thing, do it. And Kate says, you miss baking as a family the week before Christmas. Great. So get that in right now. If you need to move clients, right? If you need to move their regular calls or you need to move things that you do, it's like give yourself 3 hours. Like the world isn't going to fall apart if you schedule that in now. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and do that. Now, finally, what we're going to do is looking back at your wins. Okay. Looking back at your wins. What new project, based on your wins and your lessons, what new project do you want to put in starting now? Now, that doesn't mean it has to get done in December. What it means is you start taking action on it now, right? So for us, so we're doing the website redesign, right? So every other day, I have 45 minutes slotted in, right, to approve designs, to make sure the copy's right. Right now, we're choosing the new image for the podcast. Yay! Right? It's been so long. I'm so excited. So, like things like that, I have 45 minutes slated every other day to get that done. But it's not going to be done till March, right? You see what I'm saying? But that's a project I'm super jazzed about. That's a lesson I've learned is to keep our content fresh and new and make sure the brand is upgrading with the level of content and the level of coaching that we're providing. That has to match. Right. So that's a lesson I learned is to make sure that's constantly upgrading with the level of our content and my experience and expertise too. Right. I mean, every year I'm going to get better, just like all of us. Right. You want to make sure your brand's moving along with you. So that's my project that I've made sure, even in my favorite month of cookie baking and nutcrackering and all the jazz, this is still the one that we are going to make sure gets done. Yeah. Make sense? Okay. All right. So I'd love to know if you guys are putting those in and you want to share, definitely let me know. I'd love to see them. Love, love, love. Oh my gosh, my dog's barking. I totally left him outside and it's 22 degrees. I'll be right back while you're writing that down. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, my poor dog. Hey, buddy. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, you good boy. You're such a good boy. Oh my gosh, he's frozen, you guys. Oh my goodness, he's totally frozen. Holy cannoli. All right. You guys, there's a bunch of new people here. No one's saying hi. You guys got to say hi so I can call you out and say hi. I know my poor baby, right? His fur's all cold. He's got a little cold ears. You guys see my dog? He's crazy. He thinks he's Cujo. In the house. He's awesome, though. He looks like Scooby Doo. And he never is allowed in my office. It's like there's a wall there, even though it's totally open. Just stands there and looks at me. I'm a bad mom. Anyway. Hey, it's life, right? I mean, come on. This is what happens when you work from home. All right, you guys got your projects. Yeah. You've got your fun things in that you know you want to get done in December. Yeah. Hello. Okay. Hey, Janet. Hi, Janet. I hope you're having a good day. I can't wait. Oh, I get to see Janet next week. I'm so excited. All right, guys. We good? We're in? Okay. Now, the last thing I want you to do, and this is a little bit like the original Coffee with Coach. You guys remember the one that we started doing together during lockdown? And we would start every day by asking, you ready for it? I really want to bring this back. And I want you to think about it right now. And I'm dead serious about this. This can increase revenue. This can like heal relationships. And it's just super fun. Okay. It's just super fun. You ready? Who needs you today? Except I want you to do today. Who needs you today? The first 3 people you think about, I want you to reach out to. Text, call, email, something. Who needs you today? 3 people. Don't mess with me. 3 people. And we're going to expand that out once you've thought of your 3 people today. I'll give you one more second. Jamie says she bought tickets many moons ago and took your son to see the Harry Potter experience. Oh, that sounds so fun. I love it. I love it. We did Harry Potter and the Cursed Child last year. Year before? I don't remember. They all blur. But yes, so good. Okay, now that you've got your 3 people for today, you reach out to them. Don't mess with me. Okay, you reach out to those 3 people. I'm telling you, every time I do that, and really, I'm sorry, I'm looking off to make sure I'm telling you the truth. Pretty sure almost every time I do that, I get to get reunited with somebody I haven't spoken to in a while. My college roommate, we did that over the weekend. I was like, "Oh my gosh, hi." Right? The guy who used to run my tech team at my last corporate job, we got to like catch up for a while because he popped into my head and I was like, "Oh my God, how are you?" We had a great conversation. So those 3 people today, I want you to reach out. And then other times too, to be totally straight with you guys, sometimes it just turns into revenue. It's like someone's like, "Oh my God, I've been wanting to work with you." I'm like, "What?" Like, I don't do it just for that, but I want you guys to think about that too. Who needs you today? Reach out to them. Now we're going to extend that out to the month of December, not 3 people every single day. But I want you to think about who you want to spend time with this December. And for some of you, it's going to be getting on a freaking plane. Okay. See your people, be with your people. If there is somebody that you have been thinking about, knock it off. Get on a plane. What are you doing? You can make that money back if you have to charge it. Most people don't. There's like so many deals. There's so many extra bonus points. Chances are you can fly for almost free right now. Like, go see your freaking people. We are not promised tomorrow. And this has been a really weird year for me personally. I started this entire coffee with Coach out saying that. You guys, we are not promised tomorrow. We're not. And even if you have tomorrow, you're not guaranteed that tomorrow will look like today. Go be with your people. If you've wanted to take a trip, schedule the damn trip. Live your life. Obviously, don't be irresponsible and go stay at, the Four Seasons at the most expensive place in I don't know, St. Bart's. I don't know. I'm making stuff up now. But if you need a vacation, would you go book your vacation? If there are people in your life you need to see and be with them, would you get that booked, please? Would you please? Thank you so much. You'll thank me later, I promise. All right. And your business will do better. You know why? Because you as a human being will be more fulfilled. You'll be more relaxed and you'll be more connected. And that's something I think this year, one of my biggest lessons has been how important it is for me to feel and be connected, especially with everything that my family's gone through personally and all of the changes we've experienced. We must be with each other. We need each other. Please don't let that slip this December. Be with your people. Okay. Okay. All right. Jamie says, I love that I say that often for my training. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad you remember, Jamie. I know people are like, Sarah, I hear you. I'm like, good. That's my job. That means I'm doing a good job as a coach. By the way, we have a podcast episode coming up in January where it's really kind of like, what the heck is a good coach? What makes a good coach? Right. And my humble opinion after doing this, it's been my daughter's 13, so it's been 12 years. Right. I launched my first website when I was 7 months pregnant with my daughter. Right. So 12 years. I've really been doing this. Is that a great coach changes human behavior? That is my definition of a great coach, is someone who alters human behavior. So if you have been working with someone and you're not altering your behavior, you need to talk to them about that. All right. And if you are a coach, you need to make sure you're causing results for people. Deal. Okay. Let's see. Kate says, I want to create more blog posts and update my shop listing. Ooh, that's good. That's good, Kate. That's important because that's a revenue producing task. Yeah. Just make sure you're not doing busy work. Make sure you're actually altering the descriptions to the point that people understand that it's what they want to purchase. Okay. Kate had a very challenging year with the kids, and you want a calmer year next year. That would be great. So put in more peace. Maybe you start a meditation practice. Maybe you end work an hour earlier. There's ways for you to add in peace. And Jamie says, that's it. I'm going to the city to go dance. Yes, Jamie, I love it. I miss it terribly. And your dance people. Yes, Jamie, go. See, altering human behavior. Go. Go. You're gonna be so grateful. Would you please post pictures? You better tag me. I wanna know. I wanna know all about it. That sounds like so much fun. I'm a little bit jealous. Oh, so fun. And Kate says, "You're gonna go to London for a week on Saturday to see your family and your best friend. Beautiful." Jamie says, "We did lose a good friend and dancer last week. I only wish I had spent more time with them." You see? You guys, we can't live our lives like that, all right? If someone has occurred to you while we've been talking today, call them now. Book the trip now. Get it done now. There is no time like the present, and I lost a lot of people this year as well, and, it it there's just no excuse. There's no reason not to put the people in your life first, especially this time of year, yeah? Okay. All right, you guys, I love you to bits. I went a minute over. I'm sorry. Happy Monday. Would you please make today productive, connected, loving, and exciting for you, whatever that is for you? I want you to kick some assets and make sure you get it done. Yeah. All right, you guys, I love you to bits. I will see you all in 2023. Oh, and some of you have asked. Yes, I will be doing a New Year's Day workshop this year. If you are interested in that, you can just email support@sarahwalton.com. And we will be sending out all the details. If you're not on the email list, get your buns on my email list so we can help you out with that. Otherwise, you can email support@sarahwalton.com and we will let you know how you can attend the New Year's Day workshop. I love doing these with you guys. I love you so much. All right. Have a wonderful December, and I'll see you guys in January. Bye.